All right, here we go. Question number 5 from our 0314 homework number 7 in MyLab Math. They want us to use the quadratic formula to solve the equation. So if I'm going to use the quadratic formula, the first thing I have to do is get my quadratic equation in standard form. And that means I'm going to have to take this 11x and bring it over so that I can set the equation equal to 0. Now, that's going to give me 2x squared. That'll become minus 11x minus 1 equals 0. Now that it's equal to 0 and it's in descending order, I can now see the value of A is 2. The value of B is negative 11. And the value of C is negative 1. And now all we need to know is the quadratic formula, which I am going to give to you in song. Here we go. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And there's the quadratic formula in song. Now we're going to take our values for a, b, and c, and we're going to plug and play. So x is equal to negative b. Notice that b is already negative, so that's going to make that positive 11, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is negative 11 squared, which is a positive 121, minus 4 times a times c, all over 2 times a. And that's how you plug and play. Now, the next step is we need to calculate the radicand. We need to calculate the number under the square root. And to do that, we're going to use the handy-dandy calculator. So let's do 121 minus 4 times 2 times negative 1. And the radicand is 129. So that's going to be x is equal to 11 plus or minus the square root of 129 all over 4. And just to see if that square root of 129 will simplify, we're going to again use the Casio Class Whiz. Bam! And if you type in the square root of 129 and it gives it back to you, that means that it will not break down. It won't simplify further. And that means that that is the answer in simplest radical form. Okay? Now, back to the Class Whiz. We're now going to use the calculator to check the actual answer. Okay? Not just to do a few calculations, but to check and see if this answer is correct. So we're going to go to the menu. We want option A, equation/function. And then option 2, because we have a polynomial of degree 2. So a quadratic has a degree of 2. And then the value for A is 2. B is negative 11. And C was negative 1. And then if we hit equals, you're going to see that the Class Whiz actually gives us the answer in simplest radical form. So there's the plus. If I hit equals again, it gives me the minus. So it's plus or minus answer there. So now all we have to do is input that into MyLab Math correctly. I'm going to start with the fraction button and then 11. Now, since they have the plus minus available, I'm going to use it and see if it lets me use that to get the answer all at one time. Okay, even though it says, look, it says use a comma to separate answers as needed. I'm thinking if it has the plus minus option, then it's going to accept that. And it did. Yay. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section below, or you can text me. And thanks for watching.